Good morning, everybody. Kevin here from Watches with Joe and Kevin. I'm going to check out my third Billy Wilder film, Some Like It Hot, from 1959. I've already watched Double Indemnity and Sunset Boulevard, both of which were obviously towering, monumental works of American cinema. And this one is a comedy, which obviously is a big, you know, stylistic tonal difference from those first two films. So I'm really curious to see how Billy Wilder, who was obviously a genius, tackles comedy. I'm not going to say I'm going in skeptical. I do know that I've seen a number of listicles throughout my life that put Some Like It Hot at or near the top of the greatest comedies of all time. So, like everything else Billy Wilder does, he nails it. This one, I know the three leads, but not anything else really about it besides the genre. So I'm excited to check this out. This is one I've been saying for a long time. You know, I really do need to see Something Like It Hot. I feel like this is one of the staples of American cinema. Everybody needs to. So this is a good opportunity for me to check another one off the list of greats from classic cinema. Other than that, I don't really know too much about it, setting or anything else. Jack Lemmon, Tony Curtis, Marilyn Monroe. So, yeah, I'm excited for this. This is 59, so at this point, I assume this is when all three of them are large stars. I have seen Marilyn Monroe in earlier work, obviously, with All About Eve. So this is probably well into her career really blowing up. So let's go ahead and jump into it. I do want to thank all of our patrons. Okay. Our Patreon subscribers for being here with us, and give a special thank you to our super patrons: AB, Actuarial Lurker, Balish Foldes, Chris, Derek Peterson, MTC93, Jamie Morgan, Jeff, Christy Goverston, NJ, Sudugunda Varapu, Torgir Lingstad, Trey Contreras, WerePanda47, and Natasha Norris. Thank you so much, guys. We're super glad you're here with us. If you would like to see a full-length reaction to this or anything else we've watched or we're watching, please check out the link in the description below to our Patreon page. On everything on Patreon, you're going to have to sync and watch along on your own source material. I do follow copyright law, so you're only going to see and hear me on this one. All right, guys, I'm getting kind of a late start here. It's already 3:53 in the morning, so by the time I'm done, the pets are really going to be hungry. It's kind of amazing that Billy Wilder can just jump around and so fully crush it in every genre. I mean, it didn't take very long into this, like the first trumpet note, to really get a sense of a completely different tone. Miss Monroe had her own gown person. Good for her. I don't know where it was, but this is also on the AFI list of top 100 films of all time. I use that as my starting point when I'm trying to decide what to watch. Not everything's on that list, but obviously that list isn't a bad place to start looking every time. Oof. These guys were picked for their faces. Oh. Okay. Well, that's so cool. Okay, these cars are not cars from the 50s, so this is a period piece, right? Oh, is this Prohibition? Okay, that answers several questions I just had. Chicago, 1929. So we're talking Al Capone.
All right, Charlie. At the joint?
Yes, sir. Spats Colombo.
That's very refreshing. What's the password?
Spats Colombo.
Grandma's funeral. Here, look, Chief, I better blow, because if Colombo sees me, it's going to be
Oh,
goodbye, Charlie.
okay.
Goodbye, Charlie.
He's the Bubbles of 1929.
5 minutes. And hit him with everything you got.
You betcha.
Where they having the wake? I'm supposed to be one of the pallbearers.
Show the gentleman into the chapel.
Yes, Mr. Mozzarella. This way, sir.
The heavies look so good in this. They went down and found some Teamster dock workers and said, "You've worked for a living. Let's get you in this movie."
Well, if you gotta go, that's the way to do it.
Follow me.
I take it this is like just predating the stock market crash.
Scotch coffee, Canadian coffee, sour mash coffee.
Oops.
Ruined spats. This is the immediate family.
Better bring it check in case the joint is raided.
Who's gonna raid a funeral?
Some people got no respect for the dead.
This is a fun script. Okay, there's our leads right there, Tony and Jack.
Tonight's the night, isn't it?
I'll say.
What? No, tonight's the night we get paid. That's good.
I think you're gonna get arrested instead.
We owe back rent. We're in for $89 to Moe's Delicatessen. 3 Chinese lawyers are suing us because our check bounced at the laundry.
We don't.
No, first thing tomorrow we go out to the dog track and put the whole bundle on.
Oh my God.
Greased lightning.
What are you worried about? This job is gonna last a long time.
Suppose.
Hey, boy. Oh, suppose you got hit by a truck. Suppose the stock market crashes.
Okay, this is before the stock market crash. That's funny.
Suppose the Dodgers leave Brooklyn.
Joe, Lake Michigan overflows.
Time to go. Did Lake Michigan overflow at some point? The other things they talked about happened.
This is a raid. I'm a federal agent. You're all under arrest. Another cup of coffee. All right, Spats. Services are over. Let's go.
What's the rap this time?
Embalming people with coffee.
Who? Toothpick Charlie, maybe?
Toothpick Charlie? Buttermilk. Smart to pick your own stuff.
That guy looks intense. Did they get out? I didn't see him at... Okay.
Now we don't have to worry about who we're going to pay first.
Quiet, I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Of course, the landlady's going to lock us out. Nothing doing. You're not going to put my overcoat on a dog. Oh, you...
Look, Jerry, I told you it's a sure thing.
We will freeze.
Look, stupid, he's 10 to 1. Tomorrow we'll have 20 overcoats.
Joe.
I can't argue with the math there. The Chicago Loop doesn't look a whole lot different, does it?
Dude, why do I listen to you?
Anything today?
Nothing.
Thank you. There's a dog running in a third. His name is...
Oh my God, man. Get over
yes.
it.
He's 15 to 1 and it is kind of a track.
Oh, it's you. Well, you've got a lot of nerve.
Thank you.
I spent $4 to get my hair, Marcel. I find me a brand new negligee.
Don't you remember you had this bad tooth and it was all impacted and his jaw was all swole out?
It was. How about it, Nellie? Has Polikoff got anything for us? We're desperate.
It just so happens he is looking for a base. And a sax.
What's the job?
3 weeks in Florida.
Florida?
At the Seminole Ritz in Miami.
They need a couple of girls in sax and bass.
Oh.
The saxophone runs off with a Bible salesman, and the bass fiddle gets herself pregnant.
Sounds like my high school.
I'm the manager of the band, not the night watchman.
Hello. Let me talk to Bessie Malone.
So you know the kind of girls we need. We don't care where you find them. Just get them on that train by 8 o'clock.
How about men? Can you take men?
Well, you need a bass and a sax, don't you?
The instruments are right, but you're not. In the wrong shape. Goodbye.
The wrong shape. What are you looking for? Hunchbacks or something?
It's not the backs that worry me. Gotta be blonde.
We could dye our hair.
And you gotta be girls.
We could.
No, we couldn't.
Last year, when we worked in the gypsy tea room, we wore gold earrings, didn't we?
What's with him? He drinks.
No, but he ain't been eating so good either.
He is desperate, yeah.
Joe, this is 3 weeks in Florida. We could borrow some clothes from the girls in the chorus.
If you boys want to pick up a little money tonight, at the University of Illinois, they're having you. Valentine's dance.
We'll take it.
You got it. $6 a man.
Look, if William Morris doesn't come through...
Come on, Geraldine.
Hey, baby, what are you doing tonight?
Tonight? Why? I'm not doing anything.
Can you drive us?
Good, then you won't be needing your car.
My car?
A bit terrific.
All right, drop him, you guys.
No, we'll drop what?
This is not the University of
Pay for a
Illinois.
car. It's a 25 Hupmobile green coupe, sir.
It's over here.
And while you're at it, fill it up.
All right, everybody. Hands up. Face the wall.
Dreamers.
Interesting. Is this supposed to be like the St. Valentine's Day Massacre?
You were nice enough to recommend my mortuary to some of your
Oh,
friends.
okay, okay.
Talking about.
Now I got all those coffins on my hands.
They're gonna light these guys up, aren't they? Yeah.
No, Spats, please, no.
Man, this is dark. I think this is supposed to be the St. Valentine's Day Massacre.
All right, come on out of there.
No.
Come on.
And besides, it's none of our business if you guys want to bump each other off. We don't...
Don't I know you two from somewhere?
Oh, no. We're just a couple of musicians.
I don't like no witnesses.
We won't breathe a word.
You won't breathe nothing. Not even air.
This is intense. See, why are you just standing there? Run. Yeah. Interesting setup for a movie. An actual historical mass murder, essentially.
I think they got me. They got the bull fiddle.
Interesting, too, like, it's a comedy, but they really played that straight all the way through. Like, there was nothing silly or light about it.
They know us. Every hood in Chicago's gonna be after us, Joe.
I really like how they handled the tone of that.
Joe, we gotta get out of town. Maybe we should grow beards.
We are getting out of town, but we're gonna shave.
Shave?
Oh, okay, so now you are gonna...
Shave our legs, stupid.
Yeah.
Shave our legs?
You're going to Florida.
I understand you're looking for a couple of girl musicians. Mm-hmm.
Look on Limit. That turn and look on Limit's face. Where is this historically in terms of like drag comedies in cinema? I know obviously Shakespeare did it, but as far as the cinema goes, just curious if this is kind of a pioneering movie a little bit in that regard.
It is so drafty. They must be catching cold all the time. Uh-oh.
There she is. Yeah, she's beautiful.
Look how she moves. That's just like Jello on springs.
This is just to get us out of town. Once we get to Florida, we'll blow this whole setup.
Joe.
Extra 7 Florida in Northside Garage. Feared
Yeah.
bloody aftermath. Extra.
You talked me into it.
Yeah, feared bloody aftermath. That'd get me on the train too.
Yes, we're the new girls.
Brand new.
This is our manager, Mr. B.
Brand new.
My name is Josephine.
I'm Daphne.
Hmm?
Well, you saved our lives.
Likewise, I'm sure.
Girls played before.
We spent 3 years at the Sheboygan Conservatory of Music.
Up to Daisy.
Fresh.
You talk came through with a couple of real ladies.
I'm the bass fiddle. Just call me Daphne.
My name is Josephine.
I'm the most divine seamstress. Comes in just once a month. Oh, my dear, she is so inexpensive.
I love how Lemon is just falling right into this.
Used to have a dream I was locked up overnight in a pastry shop, and there was goodies all around.
No butter, no pastry. We're
Yeah.
on a diet.
Oh, yeah, well, sure. Now you have done it.
Done what?
You tore off one of my chests.
Oh.
Well, if they catch me once more, they're gonna kick me out of the band. I'm Sugar Cane.
Hi.
Sugar cane.
Yeah, I changed. I used to be Sugar Kowalczyk. I play the ukulele and I sing, too.
Sings, too.
Well, I don't have much of a voice, but I don't want you to think I'm a drinker. I can stop anytime I want to, only I don't want to.
Every alcoholic says that.
But the shape of that liquor cabinet, huh?
Forget it. One false move and they'll toss us off the train.
How risque was this considered in 1959? Compared to what was on television, it seems like it really wrote some lines here.
What was your last job? Playing square dances?
No, funerals.
Goose it up a little.
I can't tell if either one of them is actually playing close to correctly.
Feeling gay, reckless too. Carefree mind all the time, never blue.
Okay, is this actually Marilyn's voice or not? I mean, she's clearly lip syncing here, but that's just everyone does in the movies.
Running wild.
Oh. Lie and say it's yours, Jack.
All right, girls, who does this belong
Mr. Beanstalk, could I have my flask, please?
to? Sure.
Thanks,
Pack
sir.
your things. The next station we come... Your flash?
Yes, just a little bourbon.
Didn't you girls say you went to a conservatory?
If people in conservatories still drink.
There are two things that I will not put up with during working hours. One is liquor and the other one is men.
Oh, you don't have to worry about that.
We wouldn't be caught dead with men.
Man, she just exudes movie star, doesn't she?
Nighty-night, Emily.
Toodaloo.
Oh my God, this is not subtle.
You're a girl. I'm a girl. I'm a girl. I'm a girl.
The way Tony Curtis was, the kind of the ladies' man early on in the movie, I didn't assume that Jack Lemmon's character would be the one that was being such a dog.
Good night, honey. You know, there's something funny about those new girls.
You think?
I don't know, but I can feel it right here.
Okay, so it's still night. We're going to have some nighttime shenanigans here. Marilyn's got her own Aren't I Hot incidental music. Ah!
If it wasn't for you, they would have kicked me off the train. I'd be out
Yeah.
in the middle of nowhere, sitting on my ukulele. If there's ever anything I can do for you,
I can think of a million things.
Yeah.
Sweet Sue.
Mm-hmm.
I take it Sweet Sue is ironically named.
Maybe I better stay here till she goes back to sleep.
You stay here as long as you like.
You poor thing, you're trembling all over.
It's ridiculous.
You've got cold feet.
Isn't that ridiculous?
Here. Isn't that better?
I'm a girl. If you feel that you're coming down with something, my dear, the best thing in the world is a shot of whiskey.
I'd be so worried about the wig.
You better get some cups.
Just run.
This may even turn out to be a surprise party.
Oh my God.
That'll put air on your chest.
No fair guessing.
Dolores, do you still have that bottle of vermouth?
Sure.
Who needs vermouth?
Party in number 7.
Oh, party. I'll get some cheese and crackers.
I'll get a cocktail shaker. You get a corkscrew.
Okay. Party on number 7.
That's barely enough room for 2 people. What are they doing?
Please, girls, will you please stop this? Watch that corkscrew.
Have you got any maraschino cherries on you?
Oh my God, can you imagine waking up to this?
What's going on here? Daphne!
It's not my fault. I didn't invite him.
Technically, he's right. That's not really his fault.
Not you, sugar.
I'm just going to get some ice.
Get out! What's this?
Josephine, over here before it melts.
Sugar, you're gonna get yourself into a lot of trouble.
Yeah, you better keep a lookout.
What's the matter with you anyway?
I'm not very bright, I guess.
Oh my God, that's a great line.
Just dumb. If I had any brains, it wouldn't be on this crummy train with this crummy girl's band. I used to sing with male bands, but I can't afford it anymore.
You can't trust those guys.
I can't trust myself. I have this thing about saxophone players.
Oh my God.
All they have to do is play 8 bars of Come to Me, My Melancholy Baby, and my spine turns to custard. I get goose pimply all over, and I come to them.
Wow. The innuendos in this are crazy over the top.
You don't know what they're like. You fall for them, you really love them. The next thing you know, they're borrowing money from you. They're spending it on other dames and betting on horses.
That sounds like somebody I know.
See what I mean? Not very bright.
Brains aren't everything.
Ice? What's keeping the ice? The natives are getting restless.
Well, it was a giant block of ice that she just broke up.
That's why I'm glad we're going to Florida.
What's in Florida?
Millionaires, flocks of them. Oh, I don't care how rich he is, as long as he has a yacht, his own private railroad car, and his
Yeah.
own toothpaste. Oh, I wouldn't mind to wear glasses. Men who wear glasses are so much more gentle and sweet and helpless. Haven't you ever noticed it?
No.
I hope this time you wind up with the sweet end of the lollipop.
Tony Curtis's affected voice is a lot less subtle than Jack Lemmon's.
Hey, let's rub some ice on her neck.
I told you. Ow, you dropped it. Oh, don't do that.
She's ticklish.
Oh my God. I'm sure a lot of guys are like, yeah, girls get together and have late night tickle fights.
All right, what's going on around here?
Beanstalk!
Yeah, I mean, they can sleep through anything.
Don't be forgetting we got a date.
Florida's probably great in the winter. In the summer, it's rough. It's hot.
Down.
Oh, a beautiful resort. My parents retired to Ormond Beach. It's warm.
I'll carry the instruments.
Thank you, Daphne.
Oh, thank you, Daphne. Isn't she, sweetheart?
Sugar doesn't realize she's inadvertently in a love triangle here.
So, well, there they are. More millionaires than you can shake a stick at. May I? Help yourself.
I'm Osgood Fielding the Third.
The incidental music in this is really good.
I've been married 7 or 8 times.
You're not sure?
Mama's keeping score. Right now she thinks I'm out there on my yacht. Deep sea fishing. If I promise not to be a naughty boy, how about dinner tonight?
I'm sorry, I'll be on the bandstand.
Oh, do you use a bow or do you just pluck it?
Most of the time, I slap it.
Oh my God.
All right, driver. Once around the park, slowly. And keep your eyes on the road.
Oh my God. Aggressive.
What kind of a girl do you think I am, Mr. Fielding?
Oh, please.
That's probably earned.
Please, it won't happen again. I'll say.
My glasses. Where are my glasses?
Did Tony Curtis take his glasses because Sugar likes a man in glasses?
I wish they'd put us in the same room.
So do I.
That's the same room number I had in Cincinnati.
Saxophone player?
What else? 2 in the morning, he sent me down for hot dogs and potato salad. So he threw it right in my face.
Forget it, Sugar. Forget saxophone players.
What was the Anna de Armas movie where she played Marilyn? Marilyn, I don't know how accurate that was, and I only saw bits of it, but she was pretty mistreated in real life.
Oh, well, listen, doll. What time do you get off tonight?
It was like 15.
Get lost, will you?
That's the way I like 'em. Big and sassy.
Oh my God. So every man in Florida has a Jack Lemmon kink.
I just got pinched in the elevator.
Now you know how the other half lives.
Look at that, I'm not even pretty. You promised me, Joe, that the minute we hit Florida, we were gonna beat it.
How can we? We're broke.
What are you giving me with the flying fish? I know why you want to stay here. You're after Sugar.
Are you decent?
Come in.
Oh my God, this looks so put out.
Then one of my suitcases.
Where's my ukulele?
No, a ukulele. There must be a sneak thief around here.
A bunch of us girls are going to go for a swim. You want to come along?
I swear,
Oh.
oh, you betcha.
Just a minute, Daphne. No, thanks. I think I'll stay in and soak in a hot tub.
Oh, I guess it is the 1950s. The bathing suit probably goes neck to feet. Guess it depends on what he made his chest out of. If they can handle the water. Man, he robbed the poor guy of everything.
I love to be beside the sea, beside the seaside. Daphne! Cut it out! What do you think you're doing?
Okay, in that bathing suit, Jack Lemmon very much looks like a man. Way more so than at any other point in the movie. I'm calling it now. There's no way that suit would have fit. Those are 2 different body types. It's like the Shawshank Redemption.
Daphne, I had no idea you're such a big girl.
Oh, Sugar,
Yeah.
you should have seen me before.
You're so flat-chested. Clothes hang better on you than they do on me.
Here we go.
Does he have the Wall Street Journal there?
Oh, I'm terribly sorry.
My fault.
Because usually when people find out who I am, they get themselves a wheelchair, a shyster lawyer, and sue me
Oh
for
my
$750,000.
God.
Cheerio.
Cheerio! So such a bad accent.
Face is familiar.
Possible you've seen it in the newspapers or magazines. Vanity Fair.
That must be it.
They run up a red and white flag on the yacht when it's time for cocktail.
Which one is it? The big one? Tell me, who runs up that flag? Your wife?
No, my flags do it. If you're interested in whether I am married or not,
Oh, I'm not interested at all.
well, I'm not.
That's very interesting.
That's really good writing there. She's not interested, but it's very interesting.
You play the market?
No, the ukulele. And I sing, too. Bryn Mawr, Vassar. We're just doing this for a lark.
Like they're both liars. That's fun.
Jazz?
Yeah, real hot.
Oh, well, I guess some like it hot. I personally prefer classical music.
But I don't care. It was such a bore, you know, coming out parties.
Inauguration balls.
Opening of the opera.
Riding to hounds.
I just learned what a coming out party is on Gilmore Girls.
I thought maybe you could come to the hotel and hear us play.
I would like to, but that would be rather difficult.
Because I'll already be on stage playing.
You collect shells?
Yes, so did my father and my grandfather. You might say we had a passion for shells. That's why we named the oil company after it.
Oh my god, that is so good.
No! What is it, young lady? What are you staring at? This happens to me all the time in public.
Yes, you're in his way. He's waiting for a signal from his yacht.
His yacht?
It's at least 12.
I heard a very sad story about a girl who went to Bryn Mawr. She squealed on her roommate, and they found her strangled with her own brassiere.
Do come. Don't disappoint us. It'll be such fun. And bring your yacht.
Bring your yacht.
If I were a girl, and I am, I'd watch my step.
If I'd been watching my step, I never would have met him. I can't wait to
Yeah.
tell Josephine.
Neither can I. Let's run up to the room and tell her right now.
Oh, we don't have to run.
Oh, yes, we do.
There's no way this ends well.
Do you suppose she went shopping?
Shopping? That's it. Something tells me she's going to come through that door in a brand new outfit.
I'm ever blue.
Josephine!
Coming through the window?
I didn't hear you come in. Always going.
I met one of them.
One of whom?
Shell Oil Jr.
He's not only got a yacht, he's got a bicycle.
Daphne, maybe you better go after him if you don't want to lose him.
Well, I'm not going to let this one get away. He's so cute. He collects shells.
Oh, you know the old shell game.
Daphne, you're bothering us.
And where did you get that phony accent? Nobody talks like that.
It was a pretty rough accent.
Without doubt, the trickiest, lowest, and meanest.
Yeah, I figured he might have jumped in the suit. Didn't have much time. What did they use for soap in this? This looks really
You're going to
cool.
get hurt because when I'm aroused, I'm a tiger.
All right, I'll take it. Hello, Daphne.
Oh my
It's that
god.
naughty boy again. Tell her I'd like her to have a little supper with me on my yacht after the show tonight.
Your yacht?
The New Caledonia. Just the two of us.
Just laugh.
And tell her I've got a new batch of Rudy Valley records.
So how do you get him off the yacht?
You'll pick her up after the show in your motorboat. Goodbye.
Well, fat chance. Call him back and tell him I'm not going.
Well, of course you're not.
Oh.
I'm going.
Well, where's he going to be?
He's going to be ashore with you.
With me?
Yeah, I wouldn't take that bullet for him. That's a big ask.
I wanna be loved by you, just you, nobody else but
Nice.
you.
I like how she's in white and everything else is dark around her. I mean, even this big wide shot, she really stands out.
You my own. Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-doodly-dum, boo.
This is Betty Boop's song, right? Oh, yeah, looking for him.
Daphne, your boyfriend's waving at you. Give him the teeth, the whole personality.
Which of you dolls is Daphne?
Bull fiddle.
It's from Satchel Moth at table 7.
You my own. Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-doodly-dum, boo.
It's kind of clever how they have another sap billionaire just to use his stuff.
Boop, boopy doop.
I really need to know if she did her own singing or not.
It's Shell Oil. No. Yes. He wants me to have supper with him on his yacht. He's
That every girl in my band is a virtuoso, and I intend to keep it that way.
That's good. Joe's gonna have to hustle. He's got a full costume change. Really booking those heels. Forget the earrings. It is such a beautiful resort.
And let's go dancing. There's a little roadhouse down the coast. We could...
You know something, Mr. Fielding?
What?
You're dynamite.
You're a pretty hot little firecracker yourself.
Mr. Fielding has an interesting type. Does he get the earrings off just before she notices, or does she notice the earrings? She's running in heels. He should be able to overtake her.
Ahoy there!
Ahoy!
Yeah, there we go.
Been waiting long?
It's not how long you wait, it's who you're waiting for.
Thank you.
It sounds like a mix of some form of British and like South African.
It seems to be stuck in reverse. You mind riding backwards? It may take a little longer.
It's not how long it takes, it's who's taking you.
Yeah.
God, she does look great. Well, yachts have changed a lot over the last 50 years.
It looks so small from the beach. Which is a port and which is a starboard?
Well, that depends. That depends on whether you're coming or going. And that's the bridge, so that you can get from one side of the boat to the other.
So that was really a non-answer. He has no idea what he's talking about.
And another nice thing about this yacht, lots of closet space.
He can't find the right door to get inside.
In here.
Yeah.
Exquisite. Like a floating mansion.
Well, it's all right for a bachelor.
What is it?
It's a member of the herring family.
It's a sailfish, man.
Isn't it amazing how they get those big fish into those little glass jars?
That's awesome.
Water polo, isn't it terribly dangerous?
I'll say I had 2 ponies drowned under me.
You know, I've never been completely alone with a man before in the middle of the night. But there are certain men who would try to take advantage of a situation like this.
You're
Are there?
me. Well, I don't know how to put it, but I've got this thing about girls. When I'm with a girl, it does absolutely nothing to me.
This is a weird angle that he's playing.
See? Nothing. I was in love once. There was this girl. Her name was Nellie. That summer, we spent our vacation at the Grand Canyon. We were standing on the highest ledge watching the sunset. I took a step toward her. She took a step toward me.
Oh, no!
8 hours later, they brought her up by mule.
Oh, my
I
God.
gave her 3 transfusions. We had the same type blood, type O.
Is it that hopeless?
My family did everything they could. Got a special tutor to read me all those books that were banned in Boston.
Oh, my God.
Have you ever tried American Girls?
Why?
Okay, that worked.
There must be some girl someplace that could.
If I ever found a girl that could, I'd marry her just like that.
I may not be Dr. Freud or a male brother or one of those French upstairs girls.
French upstairs girls.
All right, if you insist.
Maybe if we had some music. How do you dim these lights?
It's terribly sweet of you to want to help out, but it's no use. I think the light switch is over there.
She's like working to seduce him.
Relax.
Like smoking without inhaling.
So inhale.
It's a good line, and I can see why Tony wanted to do this movie. This is a good friend right here, by the way. His face. I was wondering how far we were going to go in the cutaway.
You try it again. I got a funny sensation in my toes.
Let's throw another log on the fire.
Oh my God. The tonal shifts between these two is awesome.
I never knew it could be like this.
Thank you.
Where did you learn to kiss like that?
I used to sell kisses for the milk fund.
Tomorrow, remind me to send a check for $100,000 to the milk fund.
My God, everyone else is gone. I think Jack Lemmon is also in the apartment. It's also Billy Wilder. I need to check that one out too. The romantic music in the boat still going backwards. So was this like a hookup thing, or it's weird because the end game is impossible unless you come clean and she's cool with it.
How much do I owe the milk fund so far?
$850,000.
Let's make it an even million.
Seems like now that she's been this intimate with him, the Josephine is going to be a little more obvious that it's not that it's him. God, the music is so good in this, isn't it? Just it really hits the tone because there's so many shifts throughout. Hard to believe that this movie started with a mass murder.
I'm engaged. Congratulations. Who's the lucky girl? I am.
But you're not a girl.
It's not
you're
legal
a guy.
yet.
And why would a guy want to marry a guy?
Security.
Like, what are you going to do on your honeymoon?
He wants to go to the Riviera, but I kind of lean
Oh
toward
my
an
God, this is so good.
We get a quick annulment, he makes a nice settlement on me, and I keep getting those alimony checks every month.
You can end up in jail.
Just keep telling yourself you're a boy. You're a boy.
I'm a boy.
He's been having him say I'm a girl this whole time.
Now what am I going to do about my engagement present?
What engagement present?
Osgood gave me a bracelet. Now I guess I'll have to give it back to him.
Wait a minute, Jerry.
Huh?
Let's not be hasty.
He's going to give it to Sugar.
Did you have a nice time?
Nice.
Did he get fresh?
Of course not. As a matter of fact, it was just the other way around.
Gee, I wish I'd been there.
I'm going to see him again tonight and every night. We could only find somebody for you.
Oh my God, so the teenager's here.
Doll.
Oh my God, I forgot all about the fact they were being hunted by mobsters.
Hey!
Okay, so they're not... I was wondering, like, how did they figure this out? They didn't even know who they were.
Spats Colombo, delegate from Chicago, Southside chapter.
We thought you was all broken up about Toothpick Charlie.
Well, we all gotta go sometime.
Yeah, you never know who's going to be next. Orders from Little Bonaparte.
Little Bonaparte. There's a Napoleon figure in the mob. Just fell right out.
It ain't loaded.
Well, Spats Colombo, if I ever saw one.
Hello, copper.
This is terrible luck.
Say, Maestro, where were you at 3 o'clock on St. Valentine's Day?
Me? I was at Rigoletto. Clark Street. Never heard of it.
You did that vulcanizing job on Toothpick Charlie, and we know it.
You and who else?
Me and those 2 witnesses your lawyers have been looking for all over Chicago.
Here's lawyers.
It is just going to break his heart when he finds out I can't marry him.
So it's going to break Sugar's heart when she finds that I'm not a millionaire. That's life.
Yeah, that was a good shot.
Joe. What? Come on, Daphne.
Going up.
Hold it.
The guy in the chair.
Great, please.
Hats off for the ladies.
But ain't I had the pleasure of meeting you two broads before?
Oh, no. You must be thinking of 2 other broads.
Room 413, we'll be in touch.
Well, don't
Oh, my
call us,
God.
we'll call you.
And men are just gravitating to these two.
And then the cops are going to find 2 dead dames, and they're going to take us to the ladies' morgue, and when they undress us, I tell you, Joe, I'm going to die of shame.
In this situation, I think leaving is appropriate.
I tell you, I will never find another man who's so good to me.
You can't just walk out on her without saying goodbye.
What sense when? You usually walk out and leave him with nothing but a kick in the teeth.
That's what
That's
I was
really
attacking
true,
for
yeah.
you.
Hey, Sugar, it's for you from the yacht.
Hello, my dearest darling. So good to hear your voice again.
I may throw up.
Now about our date for tonight.
I'll meet you on the pier again right after the show.
You see, I have to leave. Something unexpected came up. I'm sailing right away. The board of directors have decided on a merger. As a matter of fact, I'm not coming back at all.
Why would she buy that?
President of the Venezuelan oil syndicate has a daughter, and
Oh, no.
That kind of merger.
I only wish there was something I could do for you.
You've given me all that inside information. First thing tomorrow, I'm going to call my broker and have him buy me 50,000 shares of Venezuelan oil.
Oh.
White orchids. I haven't had white orchids since I was a debutante. What's this? Real diamonds. They must be worth their weight in gold.
That's funny.
If you need an orchestra to play at your wedding, we'll be through here in a couple of weeks.
Goodbye, my darling.
God, the music again. Looking for the
Where's
bottle.
that bourbon?
Yeah.
How did you get that bracelet?
You like it?
I always did.
Sure, you gave it to me.
You'll forget him, Sugar.
No matter where I go, there must be a Shell station on every corner. Bring this back when it's empty.
Not that way. We don't want to run into spats in his chums.
Your hands clean? Over. Okay, but my spats.
That's really funny.
And the word is that little Bonaparte is real sore about what happened to Toothpick Charlie.
Stop or I'll bust out crying.
Was this guy doing his spats? Was he like a boxer or something?
But this time we'll make sure there are no witnesses.
Such a subtle way to escape, right past their window instead of down the elevator.
What's the matter with those dames?
Maybe those dames ain't dames.
Finally! It took 4 seconds for somebody to figure that out.
And here's your Valentine's card.
The two musicians from the garage. First thing we gotta do is get out of these clothes.
Oh.
So they're stealing that guy in the wheelchair? They're stealing his clothes? Oh, stealing everybody's clothes. Okay. Oh my god. They handled this about as poorly as you possibly could to get caught. Oh, Spats' birthday cake.
Where were you guys?
We was with you at Rigoletti's.
Why, you stupid idiot.
Friends of Italian Opera. It's a euphemism convention.
In the last fiscal year, we made $112 million before taxes. Let us now rise and observe 1 minute of silence in memory of 7 of our members from Chicago who are unable to be here with us tonight on account of being robbed out.
On account of being rubbed out.
You too, Spats.
Yeah, if you're trying to make it look like you didn't kill the guy, that's not a great way to do it. Oh.
And don't mess up the cake. I promise to bring back a piece of my kids.
He's a man who'll go far. Some people say he's gone too far. The big noise he made on St. Valentine's Day, that wasn't very good for public relations.
This guy's good.
The boys tell me you was going to have a birthday, so we baked you a little cake.
Why, it ain't for another 4 months.
I was wondering how the convention and his birthday lined up.
Which nobody can deny.
They need Madeline Kahn singing with him. Just right there in the hotel, huh?
Let's get out of here.
Why would you come out? Just wait until it's over.
There was something in that cake that didn't agree with him. You want to make a federal case of it?
Yeah.
Some of these sight gags are executed really well. I assume whoever ran upstairs there was either there was a cut or it was 2 other guys, stand-ins.
Did you hear that? Yeah, but they're not watching yachts. Come on, you're gonna call Osgood. I'm gonna call Osgood.
Oh. Is there a happy love story ending here where everybody just kind of comes clean? I like to think so.
I've stocked my heart with icy frigid air. Why did you lead me to think you could care?
I didn't look up anything for Oscar nominations on this movie, but I feel like costuming could have been one.
Baby, I'm through with love.
No guy is worth it.
Yep, put it together. Yep. You know, these 2 guys trained really well to run in heels. Good for them. Like Bryce Dallas Howard.
My friend Josephine, gonna be a bridesmaid? Well, pleased to meet you. Come on.
Oh, now she got the bite. Good.
Wait for sugar!
Wait for sugar.
Sugar
think you're doing?
I told you, I'm not very bright.
Oh my God, that's her explanation. What are you doing? I'm kind of dumb.
I'm a liar and a phony. A saxophone player.
That's right, pour it on. Talk me out of it.
I called Mama. She was so happy she cried. She wants you to have her wedding gown. We are not built the same way. We can have it altered. Yeah, no, you don't.
I think I've seen this image before.
Well, I have a terrible past. For 3 years now, I've been living with a saxophone player. I forgive you.
Oh my God.
I'm a man. Well, nobody's perfect.
Okay, I have seen that bit. That felt like the pacing and delivery of the jokes felt almost contemporary, and I mean that in a good way, and that felt really modern for a comedy in a way that like the timing and the delivery felt less forced. Some of the, there was a lot of setup punchline in it, but it wasn't like sitcom writing in that. Like, one of the reasons I don't like sitcoms, like laugh track sitcoms pre-2000, is because I feel like so many of them involve like punchline setup, punchline, and where you can almost say the punchline along with the delivery because it's so transparent and obvious where it's going. I felt like there was a lot of setup punchline in this as well, particularly with Jack Lemmon's character, but it was actually both of them really, but it was still really surprising. Like the writing was so much more crisp and sharp, like contemporary sitcoms, end of the 20th century sitcoms kind of are like trying to be this and not really reaching the heights of the writing. Like there were legitimate surprises in this in terms of the like some of the jokes. I appreciate the fact that they weren't telegraphed. You got to give credit to the direction here in that like there were a lot of tones that had to be balanced here. Like, it's a comedy and it's a funny comedy all the way through, but there were like very sincere romantic moments, and they were played, shot, scored, paced really sincerely as romantic moments. There were, of course, really like shockingly violent moments. Same thing, paced, shot, framed, scored, everything to be played really straight in those moments. When it was funny, it was funny. When it was serious, it was serious. When it was romantic and dramatic, it was romantic and dramatic. And I don't think there was any winking at the camera, despite the fact this is clearly a comedy. I can't remember who it was, but I've heard somebody say, none of the characters should know they're in a comedy, right? You should never play for laughs in a comedy. Always play it straight, and it's just funnier. I feel like Arrested Development as a sitcom really does that a lot, right? Everyone plays everything sincerely, and it's hilarious. And I feel like that's kind of what this movie did. Now, were there like, especially I feel like Jack Lemmon had some like almost winks to the camera moments. In this movie, like the very end of the movie was one of those moments, but for some reason it worked a lot better than like later derivative attempts at doing that. Right? It was something that really kind of felt like it wasn't being forced, despite the fact that the director was clearly saying, "Don't forget we're in a comedy here." I don't know why. I would really have to think about why the setup punchline jokes really worked so well here. It's a great setup for a movie. It was executed really well. The visual gags were shot really well, but man, the delivery of the punchlines was it never rang as forced or false. It probably helps that you have such a talented cast, but I really do think a lot of credit to that goes to the director and like how you really are going to deliver those lines where you kind of walk that line of, are we doing vaudeville a little bit here, despite the fact this is obviously significantly later, but it was really sharply done. Like I feel like from a technical joke writing and delivery aspect, this movie should be copied and studied, man. And of course probably was, right? Does not Blues Brothers, Bosom Buddies, does it exist without this movie? Like I said, I don't know in the pantheon of film history where the idea of comic drag comes in. It's been used and for some reason people just find a man in a dress funny. and it's been done, but I don't know where, in terms of cinema, at least in the pantheon of comedic cinema. I mean, it's been done in plays forever, but man, it was done so well here. All right, appreciate it, guys. I will catch you on the next one. 3 down on Billy Wilder.